Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more AEW on TEW 2020. We are here, Dynamite, week 3 of February. Had a couple weeks that I did not book, so fortunately I'm now behind a little bit, but that's fine. In addition, I also realized that I didn't actually put up the brackets for the Tag Team uh, Continental Classic, so that'll be up on screen now, because I'll actually remember it. But starting off with I believe this is the pink block, the Private Party after pick up a win over the Guns. Just Isaiah Cassidy gets a roll-up on Austin to finish the match. Already on some good winning ways with the Godfather as their manager? Do I have them as their manager? I might have forgotten. I may have forgotten to put the Godfather as their manager. Yeah, I definitely did. Ah, well. After this, Miro walks into a shop and he once again sees, well, CJ's there, obviously, and she's scanning the decoration of it, looking at how bougie, I don't know the word for it, well, she thinks it looks terrible, it's very tacky, and Miro's like, alright, you know what, just get to the point. Why did you, why have you been interrupting me? Why have you not been letting me speak to my god? And, CJ reminds him, hey, I was looking for an acolyte. I had someone in mind. So, now if he could come out, and it's Speedball Mike Bailey. Miro's like, really? Miro is he's like half pissed. He's half like, just kind of incredulous that this random dude is the guy that CJ's chosen, but Mike Bailey, he insists, hey, I'm here to learn from the Redeemer. I'm, someone who, maybe I'm not as devout as you, but, still willing to learn, still wanting to be in the presence of the Redeemer. And Miro, he reluctantly agrees, wanting to see Mike Bailey on Rampage. I was looking through some people that I'm not really have anything for right now, and it's like, who really fits this character? And then I realized I can just have them be a different character. So Mike Bailey in this bit of a weird role, to be fair. After this, Athena comes out. She's holding Mike and she's ready to hold her Twitter-announced open challenge. First off, before I get my open challenge started, I have some things to say. TLDR, she just kind of hypes herself up. I don't know why I wrote this out. Whatever. Hopefully, gonna try something in editing just to make it hopefully not look like shit. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah, she's just hyping herself up before Jordan Grace answers the open challenge. And yeah, she gets beaten by an O face. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Then there's a cut to the back where Nyla Rose is midway through raging backstage, shouting about how she was screwed out of a title match. She stopped backstage by Camille, who's making her first appearance, saying that Nyla wants to, if Nyla wants to prop herself up as a beast, she can prove that on Saturday in a match on Collision before walking away. Nyla, she's stopped beating everything up. She's approached by Harley Cameron of all people, and she's not scared of anything. He's like, hey, you former champion, you need help getting back to the top, and I can help you out. Now it rightfully asks, well, what can you do for me? Why would you help? Or how can you help? And Nyla is very confused and a little bit shocked. Well, very shocked is what, not a little bit shocked, very shocked when Harley Cameron just kind of pulls out a knife. Although she's insisting, I won't stab anyone, but, I'm not gonna stab anyone, just kind of showing you, my set of skills that I have, or something like that. But, eventually Nyla, she kind of gets over her concern, and the intrigue wins out, and she accepts Harley Cameron's offer to help her. So, we had Camille. I was about to say, I haven't seen her wrestle, but that's like most wrestlers haven't seen, but that's a really good gimmick there. And then, I want to change that to Knife Lady. that's fine. That's actually perfectly fine. After this, the Black Souls defeat Bryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta. Interesting. Buddy Matthews pins Bryan Danielson. Part of the pink block. The reason I am now questioning this is that second note there. That Danielson and Yuta have great chemistry. That potentially throws a spanner in the works of my plans. Very rare that you see great chemistry and think, damn it. But, ooh, okay, that makes things very interesting. I'll see what I can do with that. And Danielson, known for his power, although it's probably, it's helping his selling. This was a great match for Danielson. I mean, Yuta, in this one, he put in a hell of a performance. He tries to save Bryan from a further beatdown after the loss, and he even eats a black mass in the process. Malachi, he writes out FTR in the air, kind of like Brett with his WCW when he did that. And then the lights go off, House of Black vanish because that's just what they do. His real quick thing gets over two things right there. Hangman is then storming around backstage, demanding to see anyone from management. He's stopped by Christopher Daniels, Christopher Daniels is probably going to be my stand-in for management. I'm not gonna have a GM exactly, but, Daniels, he's head of talent relations, so he'll kind of just work as the envoy between management and the wrestlers. Daniel says, hey, Hangman, he wants to go after Swerve. He wants to, get revenge on Swerve. And Daniel says, you know what, I'll look into it. And they're interrupted by Brian Cage, who I forgot to remove from the stable. But he is out of the stable. And Cage says, if Cage wants to get at Swerve, he's got to face the Gates of Agony. So, yeah, it's better to work as a team if they both want to get at Swerve. And Hangman, he does not trust Cage at all for good reason. But Cage does insist on it, and eventually Hangman does capitulate, joining in on that. Yeah, Brian Cage, of course, has his problems with Swerve now that he's been kicked out of the group for being Brian Cage. And I was originally planning for this to be on Collision until I remembered that the Gates of Agony are in the white block. So, yeah, this will be next week Dynamite. We'll see a lot of tag matches. I mean, we have a tag team tournament going on, so. I really wish this went better. Alright. Patriarchy all come out toward the ring, all wearing various casts and braces. Christian Cage demands a mic, and he's given one to make an announcement. It's unfortunate that I have to make an announcement like this in a shitty place like Bowling Green. What kind of name of a town is that? But there's something that I needed to say. Thanks to that heinous assault on my person last week, that heinous assault on my home by Adam Copeland, which I am seeking legal litigation. I am seeking reimbursement for the injuries that he's caused, because look at me, I will be unable to compete at Revolution. He, points at Nick Wayne, he has a neck brace on, points at Killswitch, he has a, very big cast. He looks like Shane Douglas with just, a massive cast. You can't really see it, but it's like, shoulder to forearm. He's wrapped up tight. And then Cage, he points to his own eye patch, because, of course, it's AEW, gotta have an eye patch. His Halo vest, the big neck Halo, and he also has a sling around his arm. That attack made me feel like my life was in danger. It could have killed me. It could have killed Nick Wayne, and he broke the arm of Killswitch, while he saved the worst for me. He was trying to blind me. He was trying to break my neck again. I already retired because of this. He knows better than anyone how much that this neck can hurt, and he broke my shoulder. And the fact that someone like him can walk around and just get whatever he wants, it makes me disgusted. But of course, Copeland, his music hits and he comes out. And he's just very kind of done with it. He says, come on, Christian. You know that what you're saying is just a load of bullshit. I get it. You're scared of me. You want to duck me. But you don't have to go through all of this. I mean, it's really plain as day to see it. Everyone out here knew as soon as you brought out all that you weren't actually hurt. But I did expect you to try something like this. So instead of being able to get the usual, you'll have to get a medical or a clearance from the doctor about your injury before the match, and you'll be fully cleared by AEW doctors, and you'll have a full, thorough exam. And you're not just gonna try to no-show, because if you just, you're too injured to come to Revolution, well, I win the match and the championship by forfeit. And Christian objects. He's like, come on, Khan, why are you listening to every single demand? This guy isn't the champion. I mean, look at me. I'm clearly injured here. You listen to this home invader, this criminal, this guy. You have him on video. And Copeland, he's just kind of, he shrugs as Jimmy Shane and Vikingo come up from the crowd. They take Kill Switch and, that meant to say, Nick Wayne, out of action. And Christian, who also has a cast on his leg because, of course, gotta add that in as well. He can't escape because, well, he can't move as fast. His leg is in a cast. They put another eye patch on him, just because, I gotta get the double eye patch. Get that gimmick in. Before they bring Nick Wayne to him, and they tie him and Wayne together with gauze before leaving. Probably, around their arms. It's... they wrap it real tight. They're stuck together, and they're not gonna be able to break that. And they leave. I struggle with how to finish this segment, because I wanted to not have it just be, and then he walks away. So, maybe a little bit goofy, but, well. After this, Jack Perry's sitting on a couch in an entirely dark room. He checks that the camera is rolling and they aren't being watched, and Anna Jay's voice confirms that both things are true. This last Saturday, I came out and I attacked the legendary Bret Hart. And I saw what people are saying on. I see what everyone is saying out there. And they're saying, why, Jack? Even they are against me out here. Why did I attack Bret? Because he's a part of this. They're a part of this. I might even say that FTR are some of the biggest reasons for my current situation. One of the biggest reasons that everyone out here is trying to get at me. And right now, me and the House of Black, we have similar goals. We're not trying to, we don't work together, of course. If I work with them, then things will just be more trouble for me. But right now, because of Dax and Cash, so we'll work together. But those two, you're just like management. You're always propping up these old folks, these guys who are on the decline in their careers. They say, I'm in my prime, when you're ready to be retiring. And you're purposefully pushing down the people who are in the right, the people who went out there and fought for themselves, the people who wanted to make something good happen for this company and will make it happen for the future. The pillars of the company are being pushed down for all these old things. All of you are trying to ruin my career. Just shakes his head. He tells Anna to cut the camera and send the footage to AEW. I'll figure out. I feel like I can do more with the conspiracy gimmick, but that'll be for future. Rush defeats Mark Briscoe. Just needed a match in there and get a segment started. Rush is, he's toying with Briscoe the entire match. It's not like a squash match or anything like that. It is a competitive match, but whenever Rush is getting heat, he's really hamming it up. So he's taking time to taunt Briscoe a lot. He's doing a lot of cocky pins. You can tell that even though, there's moments where Mark Briscoe will fight and he, Rush takes it seriously then, but for the most part, Rush is not really, he doesn't take Mark seriously. He holds up the ROH World title. He yells at Hardcam, at Eddie, basically saying, I already took one. The other two are, they're gonna go soon enough. But Mark Briscoe in the background, he slowly gets up. It's a lot quicker than you expect, but he gets up, kind of showing his resolve, and he dumps Rush out of the ring, Royal Rumble style. And Briscoe, he's upset with Rush being an asshole, And Roosh is just annoyed by Mark Briscoe. This is also a segment that I did not know how to start this story, but I'll figure something out. I'm sure. Will it be a good something? I don't know. After this, we see the parking lot where Brian Cage is being beaten down by the Mogul Embassy. Swerve is talking in the foreground while Brian Cage is in the background. Swerve says, "You got yourself a partner for next week, huh, Hangman?" Well, it'd be a shame if something were to happen to that partner. Camera focuses then on the background. They slam Cage, or like probably a double suplex. Right? Yeah, suplex or superplex. I don't remember which one it is. Through a wall, obviously very gimmicked. Swerve says, "Well, lucky for you, you got a week to fight a partner. Normally we do this on Collision, but my Gates of Agony, they're fighting on Saturday. Already part of this tag team tournament that they're going to win. And, Hangman, I don't really trust that you'll be able to find any partners. You may have gotten Cage because he wants me, but you don't have any friends, Hangman. Good luck." And finally, in our main event, 79 rating, FTR defeat the Bucks. Pretty simple match. It's a match. It's a tournament match. Matt Jackson has chronic knee pain, but oh well, that's a him problem. 73 rating. Okay, that's good. That's good. Lots of segments, which I'm fine with. I prefer more segments, at least like number-wise. Time-wise, it's definitely more in favor of matches, but still. But still, I'm happy with this, and we will move on to Collision in the next episode.